Well, Bazalwane, in a nutshell, I just wanted to share that. God bless you. Good morning to everybody who is out there. It is amazing that we are meeting yet again to talk about the things that we want to do. So currently we are busy visiting and putting Vision 2025 into application. So there are many things that I'm doing in the process of that. A lot of many things. That is why I always don't have time. I need to have time for myself, silent time. I need to wake up early in the morning to prepare myself for the long haul or for the day. I'm also doing relationships with the education. So I'm starting to establish relationships, deep relationships with the education collective, with the education department, with the education institutions and utilities, and also the resources that we have in the education, because you can't do anything unless you're educated to do it. Even if you want to go and drink beer, they educate you how to drink it in a manner that will help them sustain this trend of alcoholism. How do we make sure that there is always a beer on the table? So they teach you, when you have money, buy it for me and for everybody else, so that when they have money, they buy it for you and not complain. So that is how that is perpetuated. That is why many people can easily become drunkards, because there is an economy. There is an economy. There's an economical approach to sustain alcoholism. So, as also the people who are planning to change the world by doing the little acts, choosing that young boy in your community or that young girl, and then saying, I want to help you become a father or a mother of your own household. And I want to also help you have skills, expertise that will help you in making sure that you become an effective mother, running and leading your own household, an effective father, governing and leading your home, and generating intergenerational wealth. Wealth is not only money, it is money. Wealth is not only wisdom, it is also wisdom. Wealth is not only a social life, strong socially founded life, because we are social beings. That is why you find that other people can easily get opportunities, because they know people who know people who know people who know people who can speak or who can vouch on their behalf. It's not something like people have got nepotism or something like that. No, it's that people tell their children, go and get so experienced, go and get so qualified, such that when your uncle talks about you or talks about your CV at work, they will demand for your CV. They train their children to take over. That is why it's so hard for you and nobody to come into that, because they have trained their children so hard, because they know that this is something that is intergenerationally, and it is a legacy. Like in many churches, when the pastor is old, he will allow his son to continue, because his son knows everything about the church, and he's the one who's always been there, and he has got a higher degree of expertise and understanding as to how the church works, and two, he has got access to the knowledge that his father has, to the resources of the church, in order for the church to be a long term, to move forward and go on. So those things are taught in books. People read books, and that is why they apply those things. And then those people who don't have knowledge and understanding, they start to blame people and say, hey, they're speaking out of ignorance. So I wanted to share these things as to start reading books, choose a different path. When you choose a different path, I know that there's a lot of fighting, white and black, oppression, capitalism, communism. That is good. Let those people who are busy with that continue with that. Love, sex, alcohol, playing games, fighting your parents, being rude, being rebellious, not wanting to go to study or develop a certain skill. Let all those people do that. Who is fighting with who? This gangster is fighting with that gangster. Who is divorcing who is dumping who is loving who is cheating on who is snitching or stitching, who is trending or not trending, who dressed well, who did not dress well, who is gossiping about who. All that is good. If you choose that path, go there. But believe me, it's all just Vanity, vanity of vanities, a life without purpose, a life that is just tossed to and fro by every wind of whims and lust and doctrines that are coming in. We are preaching Jesus. Jesus was a man of focus. Jesus is a man of focus. Jesus is a man of prayer. Jesus is Lord. Jesus is well connected and networked. It's something that I've recently discovered, that the more you show fruits, the easier it is for people to partner with you and get the work done. Jesus left a huge and great network on earth to help anybody who believes in Jesus and who is showing fruits of Jesus. If you show the fruits of Jesus, then those who serve Jesus, who are custodians of all the wealth that Jesus is, will support you until you also become like them, searching for others to support as you were supported. Jesus created a system that is still active and is still in existence. What is that system? Give in order for you to get. Release in order for you to receive. In order for a car to move forward, there are gears. They are always giving. You see the rotation of the gear. It rotates. It gives. Something comes up. You know, the wheel, something comes up, and then the one that was down comes up. The wheel, like this. Look at this. It's the wheel. You see, I was down here. I am allowed to come up. The one who was up here, it's me now. I'm allowing others to come up by going down. When I go up, so that is how the gospel continues. Someone must fall for someone else to rise. Someone must bow for someone else to rise up. Someone must give way for someone else to get way. And there is a wheel. God designed everything in wheels. Something must die for something else to rise. Someone must give for someone else to get. What is the sign of this? It's network. It's connection. Do you see when your phone is loading? It shows you something that is like this. God designed things in cycles, the solar system, the moon, the rotation of the earth around the sun, the cosmos, Andromeda, Milky Way, the galaxies, the universe, cycles, the DNA, the nucleus, cycles, the wheels of your car or your taxi, the taxi that you climb every day, cycles. Everything is in cycles. The planet that we live in, it's a cycle. It's oval. The egg is oval. The egg for which we were conceived in, it's oval. Even the time, the clock, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it's oval. Chronological order. Everything goes back to where it started. It goes back to where it started. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. January, February, it's a cycle. It's a cycle. So we need to start teaching those things. Discipline, mechanics, cycles. Even in science, life science, even in music, cycles, time system, time signature, cycles. Even in movies, acting, cycles. So the day we start consuming more than we give, the day we start refusing to give and we are just taking, we are governed by the spirit of mammonism, then that becomes the disfavor, because now we become antichrist. Now when we become antichrist is when we just take, because I am a capitalist, I am wiser than you are, I take everything as much as I can and I leave you to die and fall. I think that's the era or the downfall of capitalism. I know that communism also has its own downfalls, because the first thing, they don't want to believe in Jesus. I don't know why. They don't want to believe in the essence of Jesus. I know the capitalist Jesus that we are presented with these days. That is why many people are saying the gospel is not working for me, because we are presented a wrong kind of Jesus. As I say, I can do all the 10 commandments. I've done it all. And then he says to the man, take everything that you have and give it to the poor and start afresh. Yeah, that's the process of Jesus. When you're high up there, give it away, start afresh. Take a new journey. Take a new path. You've become so rich and powerful. Choose a new journey. Start afresh. Release and receive.